Hi Internet, it's me again. I wanted to give an update. I know it's been a little while. I've been kind of sick. You might still hear it in my voice, and I just haven't really had much of an opportunity. I've been kind of busy, and I also just haven't really had a lot of time at home alone. I like to make these recordings when there's nobody else in the house. So this is the fourth week of HRT. I've been on it for a while now, and I guess you could say I've started to get kind of used to it. It feels, overall, I think pretty good. I would have to say right now I feel like the effects are fairly subtle. My emotional world has been different. Not extremely, but it has definitely been different. I actually cried during a movie for the first time in a long time. I was watching Coco, which is a Pixar movie. Those things are pretty much engineered to make you cry, but usually they just make me feel like crying. This time I actually was just straight up crying, particularly at the end. It was a pretty good movie though. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And I would say overall I feel like my emotions have been just a little bit more upfront, more accessible, and I've been a lot more. I read about this, and so I've been experiencing it. But I've been a lot more aware of my relationships with other people, and I've been more interested in sort of, I don't know, strengthening them, or just trying to be closer to people in general, or be more upfront with them about how I feel or how I feel about them. I'm much more quick to give people hugs and things like that. Physically, I haven't really had any changes. I still don't have any growth anywhere that I can tell. I do feel like my skin tone has improved a little bit. I'm not wearing any foundation or anything, and just looking at the camera screen right now, given how sick I am, and given how kind of disheveled I feel like I'm looking okay. So that part's been sort of nice. But yeah, otherwise I haven't really had any major things. Still basically no libido, which honestly hasn't really been that big of a problem. It's if it's not there, you don't miss it. And I haven't really had much of a sex life lately anyway, just because of other things that have been going on here, and Magnus still sleeps in our bed and so on and so forth. But I'm not super worried about that right now. It's the least of my concerns. I'm more concerned long term, if this is something that really feels like it's good for me, and so far it has felt that way, I would say. The longer term physical changes could be pretty pronounced, and I'm not too sure how that's going to be for me. I still don't really feel like a trans woman. I don't know that will ever be my gender identity. As I've been going through this process, I've definitely really started to zero in on sort of where my gender identity lies, and it's definitely somewhere more in the middle, more, I would say, androgynous in the true sense of the term. Androgyny, right? Man and woman, or male, female. That's kind of the word root of androgynous. So that part has felt pretty good to me, and I'm hoping that the HRT will allow me to sort of occupy that, or inhabit that identity a little bit more fully, and fully and authentically. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. There's nothing major going on. I am excited. I just ordered a new piano. I have a Yamaha P80 here. I'll show it to you. This keyboard, I have had this keyboard for 18 years. I bought it in 2001. I think I actually got it before the World Trade Center attack. And I've had it for 18 years. It is a rock solid piece of hardware. The only reason why I'm upgrading it is you can kind of hear some of the ground sound when it's plugged into the speakers, and I'm just honestly getting a little tired of the sound. It's a digital piano, so it doesn't change. It's always exactly the same. And it sounds good, but come on, 18 years of the same sound. I calculated it out, like the amount of money that I spent on it divided by the number of days that I've owned it means that it's cost me like 14 cents a day or something crazy like that. Really cheap. So I've gotten my money's worth out of it, and I'm really happy. I just ordered like the highest end Yamaha P Series piano you can get, so that'll be here in a couple days. Anyway, kind of diverging. So I'm excited about that. Playing the piano has always been a big part of my life. It always will be, even though I'm not very good, so I have no problem investing in it. And I just don't have room for my grand piano, which is in a recording studio downtown. I haven't even seen it in like 2 years. Maybe I'll have a place to put it someday, but until then, I'm gonna continue to play my digital pianos inside. Plus, I can put headphones on. Okay, well, it's been 6 minutes. Thanks for listening. I will hopefully make another update soon. Okay, bye-bye.